200 years. My Aunt Bess, who has a hobby of buying old real estate that no one else wants.
As students file out of the theater at Bellbrook High School after watching this fall's play, Absolutely Murder, the tireless work and effort of everyone involved is rarely fully considered. Preparations for the show began in September. Before there were any costumes or sets, the first read-throughs began.
Dr. Gregson stated that in both cases he believed the victim lived for an uncertain length of time after the stabbing took place, and that the murder must have been a person skilled in surgery.
As the actors become more familiar with their lines, the directors begin to work on choreographing the scenes.
Hands down, right around her waist.
Okay.
Bend your knees when you go down. Okay. Bend your knees. And there
'Cause
she
I'm like,
goes. And your hands are around
I'm trying to get into her armpits so I can drag her.
No, don't. Let's not worry about the drag. Maybe
Let her walk farther
she
to
needs
you.
walk
Yeah.
farther. Okay.
So you stay here, Nick. You stay right here.
Slowly but surely, the director's vision begins to mold into a finished product.
So I'll be like this, and then
Right there. Down. Now you can't be afraid to touch her either. There. Very nice.
For some, theater has been a part of their lives long before high school. Abby Kress, a sophomore, has been involved in theater since she was very young. Others are just beginning to get their feet wet. For Drew Hunsacker, a senior, this is her first show.
okay.
So this is your first show?
It is. Okay.
So what made you decide to join theater?
Actually, two of my friends are involved in theater, and I caved to peer pressure.
Very cool. Have you enjoyed your experience?
Absolutely, it's really fun.
Good, good. What do you think was the hardest part?
I think coming into it and not knowing people is a little difficult because you don't know how people will respond to you. But everyone here is really great, and they're all really nice. And they made it fun, so.
Good, good. So now that you've done your first show, do you feel more like a hardened veteran?
Not so much a veteran because some of these people have been here since freshman year and they really know what they're doing. But I think I'm a little more experienced.
So you glad you got this experience under your belt before high school's over?
Yes.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
If acting isn't your thing, but you're still interested in theater, a huge part of putting on a show is the stage crew. They do everything from building the sets, working lights, doing set changes, and taking naps during the show. Whether you want to be front and center on the stage or help out in the background, the best part of theater is community. Many of the participants agree that they have met some of their closest friends through theater. There is something special about it that has a lasting effect on people.
Is that like extra water? You're so aggressive.
I drove 2 cars.
I know your
I drove 2 cars.
My older brother had a $1 million ID when he was younger, and it was Amish Chatham.
I knew I wanted to continue to be involved with theater. I am a graduate from Bellbrook High School, and I was involved in theater all 4 years that I went to school here. And I loved it, and it was the best experience of high school. I made great friends, and I loved being on stage. I loved being a part of it. I went to college, and I knew I was going to be an English teacher. It was something I'd always wanted to be, and I knew I was not going to be a professional actor or anything like that, but I missed being on stage. I missed the action. I missed preparing and all of that, and so when I was looking for a job, I knew that I wanted to be a part of a school's theater program, and then it just kind of worked out that Ms. Long was retiring as I was heading towards graduation, and so when I was getting the job, I knew that part of my English teaching position would be to take over this part, and I was really excited about that because the 4 years I was at college, I really missed being a part of the theater life.
If you're nervous about auditioning, feel free to talk to someone who's already in theater for advice, or get a friend to try out with you. Theater is a fun experience and is incredibly rewarding. Auditions for the spring musical are coming up in January. If you have any questions, Miss Brown would be happy to help. For Eagle View News, I'm Mitch Powers.